boy, oh boy, do we have a treat. Okay, this is something completely different from you guys. Okay, we're doing this live because I'm super hyped about this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I want to bring into light some new music and just some more, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just want to bring into some more, what is it? Some more eyes to this beautiful project, hopefully. We're going to be reacting today From Me to You by Quadeca. It is a brand new album coming out right now, and it's been highly anticipated. If you guys don't know who Quadeca is, Mr. KSI diss track, makes some music on the side, some voice memos, which I personally loved, and one of my close friends really liked. So we wanted to hop in and check out the new Quadeca album and do it live because he's super nice enough to make sure that the album is completely copyright free, which is awesome. It's something completely different than what I'm used to doing. So hopefully you guys bear with me, and we're just going to blind react to the whole experience, the whole album, and just see where it goes from there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So From Me to You from Quadeca, highly anticipated. Was a huge fan of voice memos. Loved most of the tracks on there besides the one with Sad Frosty, and just didn't really amount. That one song just didn't really amount to what I really tend to like, but a lot of people liked it. So let's stop talking. Let's get into this and blind react to it. I guess turn the volume up too, because this is gonna be crazy.
Drove through the Rockies, the magnificent Rockies, just a few weeks ago, and was absolutely stunned by another view of 10 and 12,000 feet.
Yeah, but I mean, beautiful mountains have nothing to do really with their altitude. Some of the most beautiful mountains in the world may only be 3,000 or 4,000 feet. I mean, all that altitude does is it makes it harder to climb. Because there's less oxygen.
Wow. Okay. So not an actual like track, just kind of setting the atmosphere. I get that, like for real, just like completely setting the atmosphere for that. It's kind of crazy because I just moved to Colorado this year, and so the whole mountain vibe is really awesome because I lived in Wisconsin before Quadeca really like we had a whole atmosphere about this album. But it's kind of cool because I see like the scenery and everything every day, which is pretty insane. The first single on this is something I've already heard. I'm in love with this song. And I'm still going to play it out just because I want to listen to this whole thing as a whole piece of art. Because normally Quadeca likes to take us on a journey a little bit through just kind of his mindset. And everything has a reason for where it is, why it's placed there. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. So can we just need to appreciate for a second though. He completely writes, let alone, and produces most of the stuff that he puts on his albums, which blows my mind because if you really listen, I want you guys to really listen about the insane layers to this album that this thing goes through. Like, he's got so many layers on this track, and it's mind-blowing, and I expect nothing less for, like, this entire album to just be hype and crazy, and that's going to be fantastic. And his vocals have improved so much from voice memos. It's insane. sounds like such a more of a legit artist. Like he did before, but now it's like...
Been so melodramatic with you on this climb. Can't wait to feel shitty and tell you about it another time. All of the blistering meds and the callous, even our bickering getting nostalgic. All of those little things meld in the mountains in my mind. I just can't buy, saw you say bye, wanna stay by your side. What the fuck do you say when you know life cannot be the same, but you try and try? If those footsteps remain after time went by, something expiring. I guess them butterflies in my stomach, I've been fucking retiring. When I'm back on the climb, you're only with me in the back of my mind now. It's a cycle, it's a path I can't find. Sisyphus, grimace is the right arrow, vulnerable. Maybe it's my fate and it's all my fault, and I know you got a man,
So I kind of like from the intro, with talking about the mountains and everything, Sisyphus really is kind of centric on that mountain metaphor. And I kind of looked up what Sisyphus meant when the single came out, and it was like about this, like, it was like kind of a Greek thing, I believe. It was kind of like a story about like a guy pushing a rock up the mountain, and he's kind of scared to drop off and fall back, which he kind of goes through in a lot. But like what I really appreciate is he kind of brought his mentality a little bit over from Voice Memos of like switching up the songs to where it was never boring. Like this song's got so many different parts and sections that doesn't make the song boring, because so much I'll find myself even skipping songs just because I only like a certain part, or it just gets repetitive. So after you've listened to a minute or so, you feel like you've gotten the majority of it. He switches it up so much that listening to the entire song and album is an entire experience, and I love that.
Wish it wouldn't feel so broken to me. Try to take the edge off, but that only brought it closer to me. And I just wanna live in a motherfucking log cabin, in a place where you never have to call back, never have to log back in. I've been backlogged, the black fog, I fall back in. Dreaming of times it wasn't all madness. I just can't mimic it though. I've been in Sisyphus mode, looking up the path of a tall mountain, and I keep getting stuck in these potholes. Maybe I should just let the rock roll. I've been so close to the peak, I know, but I'm trying to stay away from the drop though. So I don't. They only love me when I'm back on the climb. You're only with me in the back of my mind now. It's a cycle, it's a path I can't find. Sisyphus, grimace is the right arrow, vulnerable. Maybe it's my fate and it's all my fault, and I know you got a man now, yeah.
I love how atmospheric the song is. I really can't say much more than that. I love the fast part, the fast bars in like kind of the middle, but then you have like the singing, and just everything is improved so much, and that's what's really awesome about this as a whole. So grand, everything, just about it. So pretty much the song just kind of fades out and goes into like this distortion. So we're going to stop it there. Thoughts on that song literally before this album. Maybe it's just being a prisoner of the moment, but easily the best Quadeca track that has been out. Easily. Shrey, what's good? So like that track, everything is just like so grand on it. And like he went kind of from like a rapper to like kind of forging something kind of new. And I love it because it's still rap, but it's still also got some other influence in it to where like it's just really grand. And I kind of love bringing classical influences and different instruments that you wouldn't normally necessarily hear in a modern mainstream rap song into this. And it's perfect because he's finally finding his identity as an artist, and it's great. So now we're getting into all new songs that I haven't heard yet, for the most part, besides for a couple of the singles. But like I said, we're going through the whole thing just to get the whole atmosphere for the album.
Woke up feeling mad today. Bitch, I'm ugly, but I act like Timmy Chalamet. I hate these motherfuckers so much. Why I keep on trying to get them all to validate me? It's no hell, I'm living like, oh well. Let my English teacher say that it's show 'em I don't tell. I show 'em I don't fail, they know me so well. I've been catching all the shit they been throwing them Odell.
Hold up. That so we just went from Sisyphus to something completely more like gassed up right off the bat. And I'm not mad about it, but it was just like a curveball. So I have a feeling this is going to be a roller coaster, and we're going to have to go through it.
Cameras on, quick water break in a marathon. Walk in your room and I set the mood. They gotta light the motherfucking candles on. Can't see without the cameras on, without a platform to be standing on. All this baggage going over their heads, so I keep it underneath how I carry on. I'm going crazy, too hot for my law, had to add the AC. Guess what's getting to him?
Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but like that kind of bounced from headphone to headphone there for a second. That was crazy. So, wow. The production on this I love, for one. I can't even like decipher everything that's going on, but all I could say is it's a bunch of good shit. That's all I could say. But wow, what a curveball. I'm so excited now. I'm all over the place right now.
They been taking shots at the boy, I just say cheese. I smell the green, that's Tennessee's. Growing up, I'm already too old for Crystalia. They tryna run them out, checking in on that big career. And look, it's not out, voila, disappear, okay. Hey. These sparks are fickle and simple-minded. Flashlight in the dark, how people gon' get behind them. I never kill my ego, was tripping. I sell a side, and that shit'll kill me inside. If they hear it, then never mind them. I did gassed up, that's why they don't hold a candle to me. Masked up, way before it was a standard duty. Back up, I came in the shit, put my sticks in the ground, so I'm sorry, but you can't remove me. Turn the cameras on, quick water break in a marathon. Walk in your room and I set the mood. They gotta light the motherfucking candles on. Fire, can't see without the cameras on, without a platform to be standing on. All this baggage going over their heads, so I keep it underneath how I carry on.
I kind of like the cadence there, like candles on fire, and like just everything. I don't know. I'm so down for like some more like fast-paced rap stuff, so keep going.
Red dot right back on his head. In fact, it never left. Fuck a go plat, I want platinum instead. It won't matter no less. All my nights sleepers, but my dreams still vivid. Hole getting deeper, but the team still winning. Let me look around like, will you please love me? End up in the ground where they still think of me, where they still feel something. Ain't nobody laughing, but it still feel funny to me. It's all a game, all these people just a number to me. And what can it be? No matter how I feel, you can bet I'll give them something to see. What's the price to live comfortably? All these numbers, my numbing to me, it's nothing to me. Get my pants tailored with a big pockets. I don't give them much room when they shit talking. Turn the cameras on, quick water break in a marathon. Walk in your room and I set the mood. They gotta light the motherfucking candles on.
Wow. You can't even put a genre to what this is in the best way possible. Like, how do you classify this as like a genre? Like, that's what I love about this. Is it's so different from anything anybody else does. And when you can really find something that's like you're completely your own style, but still like make it to where it can have mainstream appeal. That's what he does so well. And we went from Sisyphus to like beautiful grand vocals to like a super, like I feel like this is more of a hype, like Candles on Fire. And like it's super hard to like get a grasp on what the lyrics are going, because it's just like so overwhelming in the best way.
See without the cameras on, without a platform to be standing on. All this baggage going over their heads, so I keep it underneath how I carry on. Turn the cameras on. Walk in the room and set the mood. They gotta light the motherfucking candles on. Fire. Cameras on, got a platform to be standing on. All this baggage going over their heads, so I keep it underneath how I carry on.
The route up the ice ridge was hard but safe. Boyson could watch the avalanches go by and even enjoy the view.
I love the way that all kind of came together. He's like, I don't know what these samples are from. I want to know. Somebody's going to figure out where these samples are from, like these voice samples, like in the intro and this track. So bringing back to the intro again, like that's why I said the whole atmosphere, he completely just took the whole thing. He went back to the voice, and Sisyphus kind of related to the mountains that they were talking about. So everything's kind of tying together so far. So this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful album to come back and listen to as a whole all the time. Loved it. The distortion's gonna grow on me. I loved it already, but I just have a feeling that the more I get to know that song and like just learn the lyrics and everything, that one's gonna be, well, a really, really good song to bop. So, hey, W so far. All W so far. I haven't heard anything bad yet.
Side of the bed. It's been a long, long day. We came a long, long way. We went the wrong, wrong way.
Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that after that intro for the vocals to come in. Once again, his vocal delivery, everything about it is so much better. And I can't stress enough, I loved his last album, Voice Memos. But it's just like taking that and moving it to another step up. And now I see why, when he said to Sisyphus, he's scared of falling, because he is reaching his peak, man. Like, this is just crazy. It's just crazy. And I don't know if I'm a huge fan of like the little like ambient noise in the back, because it felt but it also almost felt really relieving when it went away in a way. But we'll see where it goes.
Can we follow those tears? The kind you can't wipe away. Where did they go? Where did you go? Smoking in the rain again. I think about what's holding up this flame again. And it ain't like the way it was. Now it's just shades of us, shades of us. Smoking in the rain again. Remind me what is holding up this flame again.
Can we just give a round of applause for like how you can have 3 songs that are also different, also good, and also still all have like the same vibe and ambience to it. I see why this took so long. So far, worth the wait, 100%.
And it ain't like the way it was. Now we're just shades of us, shades of us. Sometimes I reminisce, then I cringe so much that I audibly go fuck. And then the people around me look at me like I'm insane. I'm sorry you would do the same shit if you were inside my brain. Said some stupid shit, maybe it's time to change. Now I'm on the road, staying inside the lanes. I've been inside the frame, even when I'm outside, I'm still inside the rain. They push on my buttons, think I'm inside the game. I just want love, but that's outside my reach, always inside my aim. And that makes it even worse for me when it's time for shame. Oh, say it's our decision, but you know it's never been mine to make. I am not surprised, it must have been my mistake. I got a dad bod and I'm 19. Didn't go the way it did in my dreams, yeah. Yeah, smoking the rain again.
Wow. It, like the building of the beat and like the like the way that he made the ad-libs of like fuck like work into the song, and like not actually saying it, but like the ad-libs like actually added to the lyrics, not just being like whoo, like, you know, normal mainstream rap, I guess I could say. But like I really like this vibe. It's like almost it's just a vibe, man. You could just zone out to this album, man.
I think about what's holding up this flame again, and it ain't like the way it was. Now it's just shades of us, shades of us. Smoking in the rain again. Remind me what is holding up this flame again, and it ain't like the way it was. Now we're just shades of us, shades of us. Woke up on your side of the bed. It's been a long, long day.
The strings, dude, that just hit. Like I love the chorus, and I love this. Oh, this is tough. I think this is like one of my favorite songs that he's ever made. Just off first reaction. Maybe I'm prisoner of the moment right now, but oh, I just love everything about this. I can't say much more.
Came a long, long way. I went the wrong, wrong way. Can I follow those tears? The kind I can't I go.
You can't tell me that that song wouldn't be brilliant to like either driving, late night driving, just like zoning out, kind of just driving, or just like in your bed at midnight, nothing going on, just earbuds in, or even like listening to it and just like staring up at the ceiling and just zoning out to it. Like, you can't tell me that that's not like the perfect fun for that. So we went kind of like grand for the intro, hype. Then we kind of went more sentimental, I feel like. And Smiling at the Ground, I would guess, would be a little bit more of like a heartfelt song again. But you never know, dude. I've been wrong about guessing this. Every song sounds so different and so good in different ways. I know he's gonna hate this because I remember he tweeted out that he's just like, I swear if anybody compares this to NF Clouds, because this guy got the same vibe. But you can't tell me that like this background music right now ain't giving you like NF instrumental vibes at all. Yeah, like I love NF. I love the new Clouds mixtape. I'm just saying, like the plucky pianos or whatever it is, it gives me that vibe 100% right off the bat. Just want to get that out there.
Searched my fake name and found a million results, but not half you. Thank God, yeah. Always looking down, yeah. Smiling at the ground, yeah. I've been on my own. The world's just pixels on my phone, but you feel true. Thank God. Always looking down, yeah. Smiling at the ground, yeah.
Instantly getting like mainstream, like almost poppy vibes mixed with like the melodic rap. That's what I meant to say. Instantly getting those vibes. It's kind of crazy. I like where it's going. Let's see.
Honestly, I can't wait till they break up, so that I can get a shot at her spot. And if not, what's the cost? Cause the music will make up for it. It would be so great, I would pay up for it. I could really use a break from that same love story, cause that ain't something for me. I miss when I could relate to your heartbreak. Want you to be happy, but only if it's for our sake. Want you to be happy, but only if I can partake. And you know, if you're happy, the music probably crappy, and your songs are only light at the charts, they from the dark place. I'm your biggest fan, so I promise what your art takes. And when you're down, I'll be there for you. When you finally outgrow that girl of yours, she's your world, of course. Blah blah, we get it. Nah, if we met, you would not regret it. I promise. Search my fake name and found.
So is he talking about a relationship that people are like doubting or something, like that they're just gonna break up or something like that, like people just doubting his relationship? Because I think everybody's gonna relate to that in some sort of way. But I'm a junkie for like the faster raps, the flows, the everything. I can't lie. I'm like one of those nerdy white kids that can really get into flows and everything, like Eminem, NF, all that stuff going on. So this is really. I like having some fast verses to learn and kind of just interpret as I learn the songs more, and probably find a deeper meaning behind them, because it's hard to get all that from the first listen, at least for me.
Million results, but not half you. Thank God, yeah. Always looking down, yeah. Smiling at the ground, yeah. I've been on my own. The world's just pixels on my phone, but you feel true. Thank God. Always looking down, yeah. Smiling at the ground, yeah.
Pixels on my phone. I think we can all relate that like life revolves around our phone so much. Yes. This chorus is catchy as hell. It's going to be stuck in my head. I already know. If I listen to this song more than once, it's going to be stuck in my head at some point.
Let him slowly kill himself. Wait, it's okay. We gon' need a bigger shelf. Keep so great. Don't do anything, it's good for business. And even if we did, we know he wouldn't listen anyways. Take our money, don't stop it. And when you come down, right how you feel, put it out, that's a hit. Thank you for the profit. Do it again, cause you know that people want it. So look at you getting money and your crew getting money, but it makes you feel alone when you flaunt it. In a race against yourself to the bottom. Asking, ain't this everything I ever wanted? Yeah. I searched my fake name and found a million results, but not half you. Thank God, yeah. Always looking down, yeah. Smiling at the ground, yeah. I've been on my own. The world it's just pixels on my phone. That you feel true. Thank God. Always looking down, yeah. Smiling at the ground, yeah.
Wow. So you never hear a same verse from this guy. Like, you're never going to hear, like, a verse that sounds so similar to the other because the beat switches. His complete delivery style changes from verse to verse. And it's crazy. Yeah. Yo, Nugget, what's up? Yeah, I'm not normally into reacting to songs, but I wanted to give it a try because, first of all, this is a highly anticipated album. He's a YouTuber, and he's also, I mean, I don't even know if you can call him a YouTuber anymore because the music that he makes is like what people revolve around, but he doesn't copyright it, so it gives me the chance to react to it without getting it taken down. And also, just, I'm a huge fan of his music, and I wanted to try to see something different. Let's try something different, you know? So if you want to come vibe, we'll listen to some music and interpret it.
Turn my branches into ashes for your warmth and for your pleasure. Now I'm drowning in proverbial screams disguised as anesthetic. I'm a fucking guilty pleasure. I'm like Jaden Smith to you. You'll never see me how I see me. I'm not an artist, and that's okay. You're the only thing that's real.
Dang, that almost made me feel like he was behind me. Like, it's in the back of your headset. If you guys listen to headphones, that just tripped me out. I was like, is somebody behind me? What the heck? Oh, man. So I had to turn it down a little bit. I didn't want it to come through distorted, but wow. This is great. I like this song, too. Not my favorite. I think I like Shades of Us, Candles on Fire, and Sisyphus more. So I guess you could consider it a low point, but it's still a really good song. And it's going to get stuck in my head, and I might even like it even more the more I listen to it. Beautiful piano, though.
A bit of a futile exercise if you're just going up the surface.
Well, I like that little roll on the right side. Kind of nice. All right. Can't you see? I'm not even going to try to guess what this is going to be about or what it's going to sound like before I listen because every time is different. I thought that was going to be a slower song last time, but it seemed to be more upbeat, poppy kind of feeling to it. That's just my opinion, though.
It's you said, can't you see? It's you. Oh, so fall asleep. We're not at all complete. Lost in the fog, walking across. Walls can't hold on.
Interesting start. Like I said, his vocals have gotten so much better. It's kind of just like very see, you know, like kind of drawn out. So like that's why I said on a rap album you would never expect to hear something like this. And you can't, like I said, you can't even consider it a rap album, but like rap is kind of his upbringing, so you're always going to hear a little bit of that with his music. But I don't know how I feel about this song yet. Honestly, it's just there, if that makes sense. See, now I feel differently because that vocal run was beautiful. Now I feel differently about that. So. This is definitely going to be a late night song that you just kind of like fall asleep to and just kind of drift off. Unless all of a sudden a drop comes and now it gets hype, but. This song is so atmospheric. I love how atmospheric this is. It's a whole experience. Like, I'm just going through it. Like, I'm just picturing, like, nature and everything going on in my mind. Like, just birds flying, like, just a beautiful kind of, like, almost sunset. I don't even know. Like, it's just, I can't explain. It just feels good to listen to. Like, I wasn't sure about the song at first, but now it's just like, this is, like, it. Like, it's so atmospheric and awesome. This is going to be a very, very weird comparison, but it's almost giving me Kid Cudi vibes. Because there's some Kid Cudi songs that, like, you can just zone out to, and they're very atmospheric, and they just put you in a certain mindset and just, like, relaxed almost. And that's kind of the vibes I'm getting from Can't You See? 100%. But, like, still, once again, all these songs are so different from each other, but they all fit together so well and sound so good all together as a whole. So, Quadeca, great fucking job. My man doesn't even have to say much. Like, he just had those atmospheric vocals, and this song, like, what sticks out to me is just, like, the vibe it sets out, the instrumental, just, like, zoning out to that. And honestly, I'm not mad about it. Like, it's just, like, a good segue. It looks like we have an interlude coming up, so we could see a turning point in this album. Wow. I love the atmosphere of that one. I can say all these are going to be so different vibes, like putting these on playlists and stuff. I'm definitely going to have to listen to this album as a whole a lot more through. Like, just, I don't normally always do that, but, like, there's just something about this man, Quadeca, he just does it. And also something I was talking about before too is Quadeca's like the only person other than maybe a couple of the artists that, like, normally their interludes are actually listenable to in a way. Let me explain. Like, I would actually put an interlude on a playlist. I would actually go out of my way to listen to it. Interludes normally just help, like, the overall, like, journey of an album, the vibe of an album. They help throw everything together, kind of a segue between songs. But, like, Quadeca does a good job of keeping it as that, but also as its own standalone song that you could listen to before. On Voice Memos, he did that, where, like, his interludes were good songs to listen to. So I'm curious to how these interludes are going to play out here. Once again, the nature, the wind, kind of just everything, swirling winds. vibey. That's all. Vibey. Got a little bit of a drop there. I don't even know what's going on. Like, this little click in. This is like a perfect turning point. It's definitely going, like, I could definitely see this going like something that I'd fall asleep to in a good way. Not that it's boring. It's just like very atmospheric. Everything about this feels nature. Like, I know I've said that so much, but like just the mountains, everything, the wind, like you feel, you visualize where you could listen to this album. If you really take in music, you guys will know what I'm talking about.
Very often on ridges, you can't see where you are getting, because you can just see the next tower. You're always just climbing up one tower, and then there's a ledge, and there's another one. And a lot of the time, you can just see one tower ahead. You can't see... it's very difficult to get an overall idea of where you are.
I was wondering what he was going to do with the last 30 seconds, because it sounded like it was ending, but he's still using those samples. I want to know who's talking in those samples. Okay, maybe another day. We're back to the song, to some of the actual singles. So we're here for one song, then Alone Together, which we've already heard. It's already been out. And then we're getting into a feature portion. So there's like an interlude, and then like all the features are kind of stacked together. And then it looks like he rounds out the album at the end. And I'm super excited for Summit because I love the way he ended voice memos. I love the way These Days sounded and like how it wrapped everything up. So I have a feeling that like I'm just super hyped up for the ending of this. But we still have a long way to go. We're only like almost halfway. And a guitar run off the bat. Everything's so different, dude. Everything's so different. Cody, how you doing?
I woke up this morning, or should I say afternoon? Every day this morning, I'm fucking my attitude. I woke up today, I'ma have to get that to you tomorrow.
And I came right back, yeah. Taking it the wrong way, but I say no, it ain't like that. I've been feeling off a little bit, disregard a little shit. It's strange time lapse or a lapse in time. I've been really good at passing mine. Only feeling good for half the cloud. I've been living looking back in time. I've been living in the past that's got me sinking through the mud. I'm not unhappy, I just been thinking too much. So much so that the sun don't come. Feel like an acquaintance to me. Days have been waiting for me. My family calls me a motherfucking vampire. Melatonin be impatient with me. Now the time zones bleed, it's repeat, I'm a trouble. These heights get scary to see, and everybody wanna feature, wanna speak to a manager. She sound like Karens to me, so tell me one now. When my catharsis feeling like errands to me, it's target archer with no errors to T. It's apparent to me, and I said
I woke up this morning,
or should I say afternoon? Everything is boring. I'm fucking my attitude. I woke up this evening. I'ma have to get that to you tomorrow.
Okay, so I didn't like the distortion in the beginning, but it kind of grew on me the second time through, like the chorus. I'm guessing this is the chorus because they kind of had the same vibe. Maybe he just didn't had as much distortion for the second one. Loved the verse rapping, like it kind of went back to that like old Quadeca in a way. But like I remember him saying that he doesn't want anything to sound like a Quadeca song on this, and he succeeded in that because it's so different. But I still think his fans are gonna love this. I'm one of his fans. I love what's going on this whole experience, but I'm nervous for him if Anthony Fantano reviews this because oh man, it's just so different. I'm very curious to see what he has to say about this too. Because I'm just fanboying over here about everything. I'm very, very curious to see where they take that. I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I woke up this morning, or should I say afternoon? Everything is boring. I'm fucking my attitude. I woke up this evening. I'ma have to get that to you tomorrow. Yeah.
just one second.
This song's so long compared to some of the other ones. 4 minutes 35 seconds. It's the longest song so far. Actually, it might be one of the... Yeah, it's tied for like the longest song on the album. So this is going to take us through a roller coaster here.
Self-reflection bullshit, I already filled my quota.
Yo, okay. So, this one's gonna have to grow on me. I don't know how I feel about this because there's so much going on. Hi, can you react to my rap video? Maybe after we're done with this, you would have to, if you type ! Discord, you can get in our Discord, and then in the sharing tab, you should be able to drop that in there if you want me to check it out afterwards. That's the way I do it. So, but hi, welcome. I hope you're having a good day.
12 times over, I've been trying too much lately. I've been doing something, thinking about how much I've been thinking, and I think I overthink a little too much, maybe no, I don't know. I got a fear of flying. I've been in the sky on a one-way. Every plane hit the ground someday. Who knows if it ends on the runway? But I'm still shade with the turbulence. Stewardess come with an arrangement of services. I don't know what I want to drink. This I'm trying to rethink what my fate or my purpose is over here. Thought we was close, but it's no there. Fucking so much for the God of you. I'm feeling down on my downtown. I feel like now it's about time that I said that. I'ma hit you back another day.
I woke up this morning.
Or should I say afternoon? Every day is boring. I'm fucking my attitude. I woke up.
He really put a lot of effects on his voice. It doesn't even sound like him in a way. Yeah. So don't know how I feel. Don't know how I feel about it. It's I don't know if I like all the distortion going on. I'm definitely going to give it more of a shot and obviously finish it out because there's definitely been highs and lows on this track in particular.
I'm happy to get back to you tomorrow. Yeah.
I really like the way the vocals sound here. Echoey, mellow. Is that the right word? I think so. I just like the way it sounds right now. Dang. I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of. This sounds like so similar. Is it XXX in a way? No, I don't think so. There's like some kind of song that I'm thinking of that this sounds like this end part with the acoustic and like just the way that he edited the vocals and the way they sound. I can't think of it though, and it's really like making me upset because now I really like what's going on here at the end.
And I realize it's nothing but
little dark figures against the snow. It looks as if everything's going so smooth in you, you know. Waist deep in snow and sliding off and sweating and struggling.
Alright, and now we're to a single that I've heard before. We're still going to give it a listen for the atmosphere. Alone Together. It was one of the singles. But he did say that he did a different mix on this album. So I was almost going to skip it because we've already heard it. But like I said, we got to go through the whole atmosphere. Go on the whole journey with Quad. And he said it was a different mix. So I'm wondering if I hear anything different from the original single that he released. this wasn't in the original already, right off the bat. I thought he said a different mix. I didn't know he was going to make a whole another song with just the same title so far. I'm assuming it'll go back to the same that we know. But, like, this grand opening is so awesome. Wow, that was a really clean transition right there to what I know. So a whole new minute of like intro right into the same beat. So now I'm really curious to see if he changed up any lyrics. I'm really excited for this now. And Where'd You Go was in all caps, I'm pretty sure, for his original single. So I wonder if he changed that too. I don't know 100%. But I'm very, very curious about this. Because Alone Together has changed so much already. Just those little hums in the background are new too. Very beautiful. Because when I first heard Alone Together, I loved it. I liked it. It was just very distorted. It sounds a little bit more clean so far.
Walk with me further apart. Follow me into the dark.
Sounds like he added some like instruments to the back of his vocals to kind of sound it. I think it makes it sound a little bit more clearer too. So I like the way he changed this single so far.
Memories ain't the same when I'm by your side. Take my lips, leave me tongue-tied. Drift away, you're a memory. I'll only exist if you remember me. I'll only exist if you remember me.
Yes, it sounds so much more cleaner, and I'm so happy he did this. The vocals, everything just mixed together sounds so much more cleaner, and I'm so happy that it's like that. That's so awesome. Because like that's like the only knock I had on the song. I never reacted to it, but like when I listened to it by myself, the distortion, the hard to hear his vocals a little bit, he cleaned it up a little bit. A lot, actually. And it sounds so much better. It sounds like an entirely new song, even though it's got the same meaning.
I guess I'm alone. I'll be alone forever, yeah. Together alone. I guess we're alone together, yeah. I think I strangled a voice inside of my head. They gon' need some recovery time. I feel bad for them cause they got stuck in my mind. I can't blame them for not trying to comfort me. I'm in the wrong line of work. Yeah, it's been a long line, it's been a long time, but I cannot try to search. Because if I lose my spot, I will have to walk by a little rocks I left and turn. And you gon' tell me I was wrong and never learn. So if I'm melting, you gon' watch and let me burn. I know you hear a lot of talk, but rest assured I'ma dress all my problems in Gucci and Prada and tell them that they can all do what they wanna. And if you say I'm not being for real, you're the king of lying. Oh, Hakuna Matata. I just spent a couple days watching dust fly from one vase to another vase. I wish I was in another place. Life's a treadmill, think you work out, but you see it's still stuck in place. Still running, I'm still dwelling on the dumb mistakes. I still don't even know what it takes. I already got enough at stake, but yeah. Memories ain't the same when I'm by your side.
Just more clear on the delivery, and that's all I needed to do, because Alone Together was great. The only problem was it was a little too distorted for my liking, and his vocals just seemed a little bit washed out sometimes, but he kind of put some instrumentation behind his vocals, I feel like. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what I'm hearing, and it just sounds cleaner. the delivery's a little bit different, so I believe when he says he's got so many drafts of different songs, because it sounds like he experimented with so many different ways, and then after he released Alone Together, he realized that this might be a better for the whole atmosphere and feel for the album, and I'm happy he did it, because now I will listen to the song a lot more, just because it's a lot cleaner and more cleaned up and perfected. Chef's kiss.
Take my lips, leave me tongue-tied. Drift away, your memory. I'll only exist if you remember me. I'll only exist if you remember me. You're not in love, you just pretend to be. Drift away, your memory. Drift away, I guess I'm alone. I'll be alone forever, yeah. Together alone. I guess we're alone together, yeah.
Wow. All the distortion, like the echoes that weren't necessarily necessary, are now gone. This song has been perfected. Alone Together is now one of the better parts of this album for sure. Not that there has been many bad parts, other than I think maybe Another Day I was just alright about, but other than that, I've loved everything else. And Alone Together really rounded that out for me, for sure. I love this song a lot more now than I did when I first heard it. And now we're getting into the features. Okay, so before I say this, I've never heard any of these features, so I have no idea what to expect. Normally when he has features, it's normally a little bit more rap-centric. And I trust that Quadeca knows what he's doing because he puts a lot of time, thought, drafts into his music. So I'm sure he's thought out his features very, very well to make sure that they fit the whole ideas and they fit the whole atmosphere and of the album and they fit in very well. I'm hoping, because on Voice Memos I didn't necessarily feel that way. I liked unusual or usual, nothing usual about me. Whatever. I had a brain fart. Like, that feature was good, but that's off topic. This is a whole new chapter, a whole new Quadeca. Let's hear it. And I guess I have a pop-up now. Sweet. And right away, the song's going to have two parts already, because it's Burning Bridges Long Day, so there's going to be a switch up at some point.
Okay, I'm fucking stressed. Come from the heart, that's why I be saying this shit with my fucking chest. I'm burning all my fucking bridges till there's nothing left. The more they try to prove they worth, the more I'm unimpressed. I just don't want but myself, be the only one that hasn't fucking left. I'm a living and I knew that Ignorant Quadeca had to come out at some point. Beeman took so long for me to like as an actual song. I can respect it now more because I know like Ignorant almost like super like rap heavy, like I don't give a fuck Quadeca is something that the fans love. So he had to come out at some point, even though. So I don't know. Let's just keep listening. Giving you all of me, wanna be the villain, that's a simple philosophy. Hold up, suffocating, get you grimaces off of me, don't touch. I don't label on a box, ain't got no label, I just label me the box. I ain't got no premium snap, but they still wanna pay me for my thoughts. I just brought my own fucking seat to the table, they're like, hey, are you saving me a spot? You be lucky if I give you a response. Bitch, I'm busy, so I basically forgot. Cause I gotta write a million tweets to really compete. Ironic when you live in a dream, you can't afford it for like a minute of sleep. I think I got about a million seats. I'd never be really complete even if I fill up in a arena with a million seats. Like 10 or 0. Some people talk that like they're a hero. Others refuse to acknowledge my music entirely. I call them Ben Shapiro. Okay, now this is.
Oh. So he's going for bars on this one. Okay. Don't know 100%. So he mentioned Ben Shapiro, like. Here, let me rewind that. I haven't done that a lot, but let me just listen to that again.
Or 0. Some people talk that like they're a hero. Others refuse to acknowledge my music entirely. I call him Ben Shapiro.
Acknowledge my music entirely. I think he's referencing to when Ben Shapiro said that rap isn't actual music, and this is a more rap-centric song. So they don't want to acknowledge my music more like Ben Shapiro because Ben Shapiro doesn't acknowledge rap as music. I'm guessing that's what that bar was. Don't know 100%. Maybe I missed something that Ben Shapiro said that fits more sense, but that's what I took from that.
Okay, now this is epic. You talking shit that's a bit pathetic. I cut off all of my friends more easily than YouTube vloggers doing quick. Okay, I'm fucking stressed. Come from the heart, that's why I be saying this shit with my fucking chest. I'm burning all my fucking bridges till there's nothing left. The more they try to prove they worth, the more I'm unimpressed. I just don't want myself be the only one that hasn't fucking left.
Okay, I'm fucking stressed. All these hating niggas round might need a fucking vest. I'm from where if you ain't moving right, you might get fucking left. And they copy what I do, might need a fucking check. Cash flow. Niggas be saying the way that I move, I'm an asshole. She thinks she my girl, that made me laugh, ho. Niggas be coming with choppers like boo 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 bad bone. Made a couple million, yeah, that's fast phone. Hang up, man, they say I'm running out of hangers. Say they want beef, I'ma bring the Angus. Niggas want clout, fuck being famous. They tryna flex, I'ma be the trainer. Come where I'm from, make you get your chain up. You ain't tryna fuck, tell her get a brain up. That ain't my girl, I ain't tryna claim her. If you on my way, better just
okay,
remain
I'm
up.
fucking stressed. Come from the heart, that's why I be saying this shit with my fucking chest. I'm burning all my fucking bridges till there's nothing left. The more they try to prove they worth, the more I'm unimpressed.
So if you like Loud in Your Face, it's gonna be your song. Least favorite song so far. But to be fair, I like Quadeca for more of his other, like, more artistic. I'm not saying that this isn't artistic, but I like the whole feel of this. And this is just like a slap in the face in a completely another direction, which I said I knew this album was going to take a change at some point. I don't know if this is a sign of things that come. Ignorant, like Beeman, fishing out of Bacardi and stuff like that hasn't been my favorite always. So I'm definitely still going to give this song more of a try. And I don't know if we're in the long day portion of the song yet, but I want to see where this goes.
I just don't want myself be the only one that hasn't fucking lived.
I burn bridges, but I'm still paying it toll.
I burn bridges, but I'm still paying the toll. Yeah.
Climbing is quite enjoyable. It wasn't so tiring. Pushed right up the mountain. But
So we hear a switch now.
100 foot a day or so.
Where's this going?
Seems like something.
Okay. I'm immune from the herd like an anti-vaxxer. Using my words like a tantrum haver. I get used to the hurt from the random chatter. The view in the verse and get antsy after. No squares in my corner like a camera reactor. Treat a hater like my wife, take him out to dinner. Make a whole album about him like I'm Chance the Rapper. Like, we need to make a comparison.
This man really just said make a whole album for her, like I'm Chance the Rapper, mentioning his wife, The Big Day. I'm so upset that I wasn't the biggest fan of Burning Bridges right off the bat because, like, I love the switch. I love where this all of a sudden went.
Oh shit, that's embarrassing. They said beware of the snakes in the grass, but I'd rather be wearing them. Everyone knows if I say this facts. This shit ain't no narrative. Go against me and they play like they scared of we're needing to be. I'm a fucking American. Let's be honest, I really had a long day, okay? I walked in like, bitch, what more can I say, okay? What more can I say? Still got the statement, stack 'em up. You been in the way, bitch, break it up.
Yeah, ignorant Quadeca, I keep saying it, but that's like what I've heard everybody else call it. Oh, man. It came out on this one. Long day, I love the turn, the Chance of the Rapper. That was good. I don't know, like... There's definitely been some good bars in this. It's just like the distortion and like when it gets just in your face, it always has to grow on me. And those kind of songs just like take a while for me to really like. But hey, we're still here.
This what you preach, I guess is why they talking trash. Now they wanna pose with me like, not so fast. Your label be over me like, why we ain't thought of that, huh? See me overseas off the grid, but I'm on the map. Just got a nice statement, shit is out of line like David Louis. So many bad fragrance, only blue like that matters to me. Whole new life, how it happened to me, no dads, not acting bougie. What you cookies from the cap like you ratatouille, absolutely mad if you did it like that, it's so like, hey. Let's be honest, I really had a long day, okay? I walked in like, bitch, what more can I say, okay? What more can I say? Still got the statement, stack 'em up. You been in the way, bitch, break it up.
Okay, wow. So, I like the second half of that song a lot better than the first half. The bars were just a lot better. We're going into an interlude, then a couple more features, and then it's kind of like rounding the whole thing out. So it should be really interesting. Just give me like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Oh, dude. Hope Johnson, hey brother, I'm enjoying watching your live. I'm currently overseas in the hospital with COVID. Wondering if you can react to the video I directed. Wi-Fi shuts down in 20 minutes. Why does the Wi-Fi shut down in 20 minutes, my guy? And if you want me to react to it, I'm gonna try to get it to it after this album. But you can type !Discord in the chat, join the Discord, and then there should be a sharing tab in the Discord, and you can put links in there, and then I can check them out. I got you. Okay, I'm ready to finish this thing out. Yo, Racim, what is good? What is good, my dude? I hope everything's going well. I hope everything's going well. Something different a little bit today, hey? So, yeah, we just got done with Burning Bridges. We got an interlude, and then we got a couple more features, and then it's kind of rounding it out soon. So, I'm excited. Let's see it. All the interludes feel very atmospheric, but I think the reason that the interludes are different on this versus voice memos is because voice memos, he was like, I remember in some kind of video that he made, I watched, he said that he was scared to call the interludes the actual songs that he had. Like just, what was I going to try to say? Shoot, I lost it. But like he said he was scared to like make those actual songs instead of interludes just because he was scared about what people would say about us thinking or singing. And he definitely got a lot more comfortable because there was a lot more singing on these songs, which I love. And like his interludes on voice memos were good. So the interludes are more atmospheric and tying together the whole theme. Yo, Abraham. I did see, dude, I commented Abraham. And my favorite song on the album is Sisyphus. Sisyphus is up there. I honestly would have to listen to it again, but like I loved most of these songs, dude. They've all been great so far. Let's get back into this. So once again, nothing that I would necessarily listen to unless it was just on a night ambience playlist. But it's just kind of like, I feel like changing the mindset.
Yes, I need that kind of climbing. If I haven't been climbing for several days, I get withdrawal symptoms. I get crabby and bad temper.
Are you talking about the album, Abraham? Because I agree, it slaps. It's just different. And we got to accept that as an artist. Because like if we don't accept difference and like uniqueness, everything's going to sound the same, which is kind of like how mainstream is. So the difference is good. That's why Quadeca, I get so hyped about his albums because it's always something different, but it also can fit in with my rap playlists and my vibe playlists and everything like that, you know? It all just like, it just fits the whole atmosphere to it. So, yeah, it is supposed to be different. And he said going into this that he wanted a lot of the songs to sound like they weren't originally from him and not rap centric. So we finished the interlude for the most part, and now we're into the last two features, and then it's just going to take us out on a whole energy, and I'm really excited to see if Where Do You Go is any different from the first cut. A Meditate album? For sure. I mean, not all of them. Candles on Fire kind of had some stuff. Burning Bridges did, and even some of the slower ones still have like a lot of ones where you want to be present and feeling. But like, yeah, being creative, dude. If I got into music, I would love to be half as good as Quadeca. And I've definitely thought about trying to write my own stuff and just to kind of like throw some emotions that I don't throw out there in streams and everything. It's just something that I haven't really put work into, and I would go 100% if I decided to do it. But Quadeca is amazing at its production and everything, and it all just fits together perfectly, in my opinion. I mean, obviously I don't love all of his artistic choices. We're allowed to have our own opinions, but now we're on the last leg of the album pretty much, and I'm excited to see what the 2 features, because I've never heard any of these guys before. So let's see it. Oop.
We gon' work until the tryout. I've been grinding all day, I'm about to cash out. We gon' put in work until it work out. All these hoes be in my face, she got her ass out. She gon' put in work until she clock out. I can't never let these hoes, I'm on my cash route. We gon' put in work until it work out. We gon' put in work until I pass out. We gon' work till it work out. Bitch, I'm on fire, never burn out. If you make plans, you can turn down. All of these bands is the first round. Singing about, I'ma hit you with the same tone. Tell them all I'm sorry that I never came home. I don't think there'll be anybody at my funeral, but they can recognize the name on the gravestone. Trying to maximize my green with this time I spend. I can only love you from like 3:15 to 5 p.m. Working for the man. I have yet to meet him though. They gon' understand. I don't even know. We just gonna work until the tryout.
I feel like whenever Quadeca goes with features, he always gets into his rap bag 100%. Oh, Play That Boy Zay, I'm pretty sure I heard him on the hook. Not a huge fan of it. Like, I just don't understand, like, the direction with the features always. Doesn't mean I'm knocking it at all, but for, like, his first verse, he came with the heat. I mean, like, normal Quadeca, what I would expect for his bars. So I like the song so far for the most part. Just a little iffy on the chorus so far, but it might grow on me because that's kind of what choruses do.
Grinding all day, I'm about to cash out. We gon' put in work until it work out. All these hoes be in my face, she got her ass out. She gon' put in work until she clock out. I can't never let these hoes, I'm on my cash route. We gon' put in work until it work out. We gon' put in work until I pass out. You say I need balance. That shit for the indecisive. Yeah, I might be tripping, but at least I fucking picked a side. And I've been doing bigger shit. No way that they didn't like it. If that's true, I smashed their fucking phone before they finish typing. Looking to the finer things. Ain't no quality time when I make a couple million and get a couple diamond rings. I've been hoping that's what time will bring. Cause the clock teaches, no matter how many times they say I'm a king, and it kinda stings. I just had like 25 Red Bulls, still trying to find them wings like a blind Rick Ross. Mind exhaust, should've headlines, deadlines ain't soft. I don't want a fucking moment to blink, a moment to think. Cause even just a moment got me kinda lost. So I'm trying to hit my thoughts to this white noise from this fax machine in my ear. From everything I didn't wanna hear. I don't know where they from, but the message so clear when it said we gon' work until the tryout. I've been grinding all day, I'm about to cash out. We gon' put in work until it work out. All these hoes be in my face, she got her ass out. She gon' put in work until she clock out. I can't never let these hoes, I'm on my cash route. We gon' put in work until it work out. We gon' put in work until I pass out. This stuff.
Only thing I don't like is the feature, to be honest with you. The chorus. That's the only thing. Quadeca brings the heat on this, but like the chorus is kind of like dampening the song for me. That's just my honest opinion. I want to shoot it straight.
Hardest puzzle, can't pop it, it's the sharpest bubble. Thought process repeats so much, I think my mind got carpal tunnel. How I pull my strongest muscle, mixed up, the cause is shuffle. Picked up, then start to fumble. This what I want is humble, I just want it all to double. Even the stress, even the mess, even the largest struggle. I want a ghost, don't need heaven, I fantasize over purgatory. Invest, so now my money makes money, it's working for me. They just bring bounds to distractions, explaining how to be happy, louder than words. I can hear them over the sound of their actions. Calculate hourly rates, guilt when I'm having to break. This world gon' take what you have if they see that you have what it takes. And that puts you back in your place, no matter how highly regarded. You're not content, you ending up in the line where you started. And all these sacrifices can't take them back. I fucked up way too many connections, I shouldn't be so okay with that. But I'm okay with dirt on my name, if it helps to make it last, I pray for that. I need my credit before the fade to black. Yeah. So we gon' work until it work out.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, he just takes a whole different direction when he gets features on the track that kind of makes it just, like, feel like all of his featured songs sound the same. You've put like the songs with Sad Frosty, just off of any of his albums that have features on it and put them together, they almost make that sound like they can make their own album that I wouldn't normally listen to. I just don't know why. I just, like, it's so beautiful when he's on his own and he's, like, got his own creativity, but then, like, it's almost like he's got to just go down the tunnel of just back down to the tunnel of just, like, making loud, in-your-face rap with his features. And, like, I don't think he's like, yeah, like, his features just, I feel like he could do so much better with them. Like, he's just, like, on another level from the people that he has featured on his music so far. Like, I just don't know about the features with this at all. And welcome back, Sheree. Like the Long Day part of the song with IDK, I don't know, I like that part because, like, it was, like, a good kind of in your face. But, like, the Burning Bridges part with him and everything, I just don't know. I think this is going to round out now.
We gon' work until it, 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 work until it.
Okay. See, like, it just goes down this rabbit hole of, like, it just gives me Sad Frosty, thank you next vibes off of Voice Memos. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about after this, go listen to that. Like, he just goes into the same bag with his features, and he's just on such another level with features that he almost doesn't need them, or he needs to just get a higher, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like, just, he needs to have better quality features, I think. And not saying that these people are bad, I haven't heard any of their music, so I can't really judge them on that. But just, like, what they bring on this, it just brings them back to this, like, it kind of ruined the whole, like, continuality of this whole album, because I like that they were all together, though, because then there's, like, a louder portion of the album. So it's not, like, just, like, all of a sudden we'll be listening and vibing, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna work until you know, it's just gonna... Yeah, I like some of the bars on some of the featured album, or some of the featured verses, so I definitely will go back and listen to it. But apparently Rue says that this next feature actually is decent. But I'm definitely most looking forward to the way this album rounds out. And I want to see if Where'd You Go sounds different, because I loved Alone Together's new mix that he did.
We got different life plans, I know. Trying to do what I can, so don't go.
Love this so far, though.
I just made 25 bands, but that shit don't mean nothing to you. I got a lot of new time to invest, I'm more trusted in you. Everything changed in my life, now I got some adjusting to do. Everyone needs some shit from me, I always got something to prove.
I really like where this is going, though. So I just shitted on all of his features, and now I really like where this is going. That, yeah, I know like this sounds mainstream, but, like, this singing is just good. Like, it just hits a certain chord. I hope the feature's good, dude. I hope the feature brings the heat on this.
If you ever look down and you're bound for the trouble, I feel like I'm trying to find a way to fucking drown in a puddle. Head underwater, but the sound is a muffled. 4 showers a day, time to inspire me. I'm sorry to the earth, my fault entirely. I never meant to use your...
Such a small bar, 4 showers a day, something to inspire me. I kind of feel that. Like, sometimes I just like to go into the shower because it's just like a different way to listen to music. I know that's a little weird, but, like, it's just like something about the water. Sometimes, like, if you make it dark and you just listen, it just, like, gives that. Yeah, I would agree. Dominic Fike vibes for sure. I just hope the feature, like, doesn't ruin what's going on here, because this is the first good song we've had since the Alone Together remake, I would say.
Sources to cope with my existential anxieties. My bad, making deals now and they all want to give me 5 like a white dad. Life moving too fast, feeling like a time lapse, feeling like it's 8-bit, looking like it's IMAX. I know I gotta really walk away. Off the stage, the applause don't really want to stay. I just want to make them all happy. I'm a people pleaser. I just made 45 bands, but that shit don't mean nothing to you. I'm running out of this time to invest, can I trust it with you? Yeah. Everything changed in my life, I still got some adjusting to do. I wanna be by your side when I'm with you, there's nothing to prove. Yeah. We got different life plans, I know. Trying to do what I can, so don't go. If it was up to me, you would look up to me, put all your trust in me, hello. Ooh, instead of comfortably hated so subtly, it's fucking up my little mellow. Ooh, I just made 45K in 1 day and 2 hours of work, but you still unimpressed.
We got a good feature, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody that like compliments Quadeca well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I can get with ignorant Quadeca, but like the features, he just like goes down, like the features just like ruin the song, and then Quadeca has to like save it, and it's just like lost. Thank you. Guap Dad, I think that's how you pronounce it at 4,000. You actually complimented him very well.
You probably went to pool parties and called all these rappers they first nigga fuck you a mess. Can't scared it like Billy T, go like the ticket, I gave it a gap, stopping that pussy, did a willy, so get in the slap top, but it's cold, ain't no kids see, are you kidding me? I really try to keep the peace for the energy, nostalgia, you better off memory. I was never trying to make you an enemy, but were you even listening when I said I just made 100 bands, but
yes, thank you. The feature brought it all together. Thank you. This is like the best song that I've heard Quadeca like with a feature on it that works. This is a high point for sure for me. I like this song a lot. I like this song a lot.
It don't mean nothing to you. I don't got time to invest, so you gotta find something to do. Yeah, everything changed in my life, so I had to adjust with a new. Yeah, maybe I made a mistake, maybe there's something to prove. We got different life plans, I know. Trying to do what I can, so don't go.
Very, very good, catchy chorus too. This is gonna be one of my favorite songs off the album. I can say that right now. But it sounds like we might have a little bit of a change up for the last like 30 seconds, which I'm all for.
I'm not made for a solo, I said. And I needed a long time to learn it.
Okay. Yeah. Good feature. Let's go. Thank you. So relieving. So relieving. Okay. So we have another interlude, and now this is where the features are done. We have one good feature. Thank you. We have an interlude, and then we have some good stuff. Yeah, I like that. That's going to be one of my favorites. Highlights that stick out to me. Sisyphus, obviously, the single. I hate to be generic with that, but obviously that sticks out. Candles on Fire was good. Shades of Us was good. Smiling at the Ground was good. This one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I like this one too. This one was a lot more instrumental, less words, more of a vibe. The interludes were just kind of forgettable, but they brought the stuff together. Maybe another day I think I would have to listen to again, but I'm not sure if I was huge on that one. And then these couple of songs I'm going to listen to again and give them another shot. I just didn't like, I guess, like where the features went and how Quadeca kind of had to save the track. People Pleaser was really good. One of the better songs on the album. And now we're in the interlude. And Voice Memos rounded out very, very good for the ending. So I'm really excited to hear Summit Part 1 and 2. Thank you. This interlude's gonna be good. The best interlude on the album. I can already tell.
I'll never be the same as last year. I think something must have closed me and swallowed the key. Now I'm standing right here. sometimes I see you. You see me too. You don't know who I am. No matter how much you think you do, no matter how much you think you feel, no matter how much I try to explain, something's contained and nothing's to blame.
So I don't remember if this was on the album trailer or not. You think it'll be? We'll see then. Dude, I love what's going on. Like, it's not rap, but like Quadeca, his vocals have gotten so much better that from voice memos, and they were good there. But like this, like where I can listen to him sing on a song and I'll vibe with it and like it. Yes. And I think this is good so far. I know we still have like 30 seconds left, which is a lot in an interlude. The one interlude that I do like, yeah, that's really all I have to say. It's just beautiful.
A few songs, I hope they don't come true. Right a few wrongs, I hope they all undo. Lock your river in a cage and act surprised when it all falls through. I want you back here. Life will never be the same as last year. I think something must have closed me. Swallow the key.
Only then could the real work begin, finding the new route and fixing the rope for it. Progress on some days was down to 100 feet. The ice ridge was proving tougher than anyone had expected.
I actually kind of like the vocals, like the speaking throughout it, because it's like it's bringing it all together for the vibe and aesthetic. That one's beautiful. This is definitely the best interlude by far, 100%. This is the one interlude that I'll listen to as like an actual song and put on playlists. What's beautiful about this is Quadeca doesn't copyright his music, so like I guess we should go through and pick the like best ones to play on stream, because we can add it to the stream playlist, which will be awesome. So we can play some of these in the background of the stream too, which is really cool. Really, really cool. I'm really excited for that, which is another reason, because I can actually listen to these songs while I'm streaming with you guys too. For sure. So now we're into a last leg. I'm wondering if he changed Where'd You Go. Because he changed Alone Together, and I love the changes on that. And I don't remember it being this short. So it might be a completely different cut. But now it's all a game. And then Where'd You Go? And then we got the outros. So this is going to be good. I have high expectations for these last four. Yes, these are all copyright free. I should be good to use them. He announced that on Twitter. If anybody wants to hate on his vocals, don't. You can leave, dude. I was just saying this. Like, I could listen to him sing. Even if he gets into rapping on this, like, he could keep this energy most of the track, and I'd still vibe with it.
If you lose me,
He can get up that high? What?
don't you take the blame. When it's all said and done, it's much easier done than said. All I see is blue when you leaving it all on red. I don't wanna talk through it, I already got through it. So stop asking me if I need a moment again. I need a moment alone, but I've seen some moments extend. I'd rather sabotage my heart than to see it broken again. So I self-sabotage. Everything I'm hiding is the reason that I camouflage. Cause would I still be in the picture if we had to turn the cameras off? Put my hands together and pray that I'd get some damn applause. It's unlikely. Notice the more that I put myself down, the more everybody like me, so I'll never win. You, me, them, I want fucking everything. And once I get it, I know that I won't feel like anything. It'll be the same as before. I don't wanna play this game anymore. It's all a game. I'm the only one who else should have your name.
His vocals are blowing me away on this song in particular. The rap verse, or just the verse in general, sounded a little bit more different from his normal stuff. It felt like almost like venting Drake, but in a Quadeca form. Like he was kind of venting on it. It didn't feel as like melodic or like let's just go bars and go off. But dude, like Voice Memos was good for his vocals, but like this is it for the vocals, dude. I'm blown away on especially on this, and especially because he goes high in the chorus, so we get to hear it throughout the song. It just, the verses could suck, and I'd still listen to this.
I just hit refresh again. Like, maybe this time it's gonna change. Sitting here and clicking buttons like it's all a fucking game. I'll admit that I'm insecure like my
Okay, that changed quick. Let's see.
fucking track. Sometimes I say I love you just so I can hear it back. Maybe that makes me fucking toxic. I've been on the same shit. I've been so obnoxious. Passing through the matrix since we left for college. I gotta be patient. I don't see you often. At least we can FaceTime. Hold you when we have a chat. Forgot how you feel. I got accustomed to the shattered glass. Yeah, 1,000 miles from home. Made me feel like we're together even when we're all alone. I'm ungrateful. Why the fuck do I complain? My subconscious always hit me prematurely with the shame. I'm alive. I've been looking for a dead end, thinking it'll keep me safe. But if I stop being afraid to lose, there won't even fucking be again. And it's all a game. I'm the only one who else should have your name. Fall in love until it's not the same. If you lose me, don't you take the blame.
See, I don't understand how you can get a song that good and then just like put a feature, like a couple features that were just like on like this. Like this album would be like perfect if it wasn't for like the couple of featured songs that I didn't like. And that's true. Like other than People Pleaser, the couple feature songs are the only ones that I haven't liked so far. So now we got Where'd You Go. If it's a different cut, I'm going to get hyped. Even if it's not, it's still a freaking good song in my opinion. And then Summit 1 and 2. And that will be it. I'm excited. Sounds the same.
I'm like, where'd you go? I came in and shit out of nowhere, yeah, I didn't mean to scare you, bro. Used to look around, they like, where he go? Now they see me everywhere, they like, there he go. Back again, every track running laps again. Same old me with the same old dreams, but I'll never fucking think about the past again. Yeah.
It's the same, but still, this song's great anyways. See, Quadeca can hit a hype rap and it still be good. Just get the better features, dude. Like, Guap Dad gets a round of applause. That's all I gotta knock so far. And I don't think I'm gonna end up knocking the last two songs. So that's probably gonna end up carrying my thoughts through the whole thing.
No matter where I go, I'm not fitting in. Back in my class, I left on my tracks since I was a little kid. They had me wanting to quit, I was all alone cause I ain't following this shit. And I look how ironic it is cause they follow the kid and I ain't even following shit. Back in the mix, I'm in the game now. The industry think I'm a gimmick, they laugh at me, it's all the same now. So I'ma clap my hands, a perpetual misfit. Numbers get big, my mad skills simplistic. Watch them all cry, I'm low-key sadistic. Blink 3 times, you must have missed you. Go.
I got hype with this. So, Shrey, listen to Voice Memos as an album. You'll if you like a lot of the stuff on this, you'll like voice memos, but you'll see how much he improved, and you'll appreciate how much he improved on this album compared to voice memos. Yeah, voice memos is right here. I would recommend listening to that if you like what you hear here. And there's still a lot of slaps on this, but this is like just miles ahead of it in my opinion.
Oh, I came in this shit out of nowhere, yeah, I didn't mean to scare you, bro. Used to look around, they like, where he go? Now they see me everywhere, they like, there he go. Back again, every track running laps again. Same old me with the same old dreams, but I'll never fucking think about the past again. Yeah, I earned so many stripes, I'm on my zebra shit. I'm trying to stop myself from killing you bitches, I'm on my Peter shit. You can't stop me, you.
Still like one of the better bars I've ever heard him. Stop myself from killing you bitches, I'm on my PETA shit.
Just tweet a bit, you can't stop me. How many times should I repeat this shit? Congrats on your 5% royalty check. I get more streams than you without the editorial press, without selling my career to fucking corporate heads. So when they ask how much I get, I say 100%. Oh, and as a kid it made me think I was different. Thank God for that, cause I wouldn't be shit if they didn't. I asked everybody, are you gonna go the distance? I just heard no and no and no, like Simon Cowell in the show's decisions. So maybe I'm better off not being fucking accepted. Every line they presented I went across. Told me there wasn't a lane, so I built me a plane and I got in and headed off. They can't see me through the clouds, they look around and they like, where'd you go? I came in this shit out of nowhere, yeah, I didn't mean to scare you, bro. Used to look around, they like, where'd he go? Now they see me everywhere, they like, there he go. Back again, every track running laps again. Same old me with the same old dreams, but I'll never fucking think about the past again.
So same song, but yeah, I have no problem with that. Oh man, okay, we're going to the closing, so hopefully Summit blows me away. I'm just hoping so, because the way voice memos ended, rounded it all up together. So I'm guessing Summit hopefully should blow me away. I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so, and I doubt that he will let me down.
We all got some fucking mountains of our own, shouting at the ground that's down below. Shoes plowing through the snow where all the flowers used to grow. In my surroundings I'm a speck, somehow a mountain to the whole. And in these moments I never felt both so small and larger than life. Thinking to myself, just don't fall from the largest of heights. And I've been looking at the summit. They say we're halfway there, I think we're halfway from it. It's been the longest run, path has been a rocky one. Happy I got my foot out the door, but it was a revolving one. Imposter syndrome kicking in, my thoughts don't wanna stand still. Thinking how am I a born white man who is fucking standstill, while my whole generation's fucking lonely and depressed, with a world that's getting colder and repressed. Like we're supposed to reach this quota for success without saying a fucking word. If life's a
Quadeca woke up and chose to speak. Oh, I can't even talk. Speak facts on this. Nothing like necessarily blowing me away about the song, but like just speaking facts. Like he's just speaking. Yes, this is what that was.
It doesn't seem like it's graded on a fucking curve. So now I'm moving on, move along. Tied up and my shoes are wrong. Got more conspiracies for how I did it than fucking QAnon. And look at who I'm proving wrong. Me and my Boulder group on. They still don't shamefully listen pretentiously on my newest song. And I'll never please everyone. Had to come to terms with that. Feeling like I'm never done. I'm still trying to work on that, cause I'm still looking at the summit. They say we're halfway there, I think we halfway from it. Yeah. And you were there for me when I swallowed it. Thank God that it was you that shared the key. And I will cherish all that time way more than you could ever see. Wasn't fair how I relied on how much you accepted me, cause I know you got mountains of your own. I gotta help you climb, and I feel guilty I spent all this time trying to work them out.
Quadeca's doing what I said he always does, is he brings his albums together. He mentioned a key. I'm sure he purposely did that for the Swallow the Key interlude. He said mountain on your own. Bringing back to Sisyphus, bringing that back all the way from the first actual track, not just an intro. Yeah, that's what we got so far. So it's pretty tame for a song, but there's nothing to hate on it. It just seems pretty like kind of a roundup so far of like just his thoughts, stuff that he wanted to get off his chest, but also rounding up the album a little bit in part 1.
Think about how perfect it gets. Arguing about whether TikTokers deserve the success. This time you deserve it the best, and I know.
I like the little bling, bling, bling in the background of the instrumental. Just in my opinion. Like, I don't know even how to explain it, but I think you guys hear what I'm saying.
These days just aren't those days. But honestly, these days still hits on most days. Cause I love you, but I see it in a different view. When you're away, the memories play in a different hue. To convince me I fell in love with a different you. But no matter how long distance, I know that shit just isn't true. Because we're still looking for the summit. They say we're halfway there, I think we're halfway from it.
I think we're halfway there. I think we're halfway from it. Kind of like that. Like the little glimmering in the background almost is giving me vibes back to Sisyphus again. Like the little like jingles kind of running up and down. That's whatever my fingers are doing right now. That's what I feel. Listen for it. Piano. His like high falsetto almost voice actually is so good. Like that got so much better. Imagine a world where he lived like this in and dropped work. And I understand why Live Like This was even a leftover after listening to most of this album. Is because it is pretty standard, but like also at the same time it would have fit the vibe of like the album more than Work or even Burning Bridges would have. But I did kind of like Long Day in the mix. I almost wish you would have separated Long Day from Burning Bridges, because it's like I can never listen to that Long Day if I want like something like in your face without having to listen to the Burning Bridges part of that song. But maybe I'll change my mind on that the more I listen to it. But yeah, dude, if Work was dropped and Live Like This was put in, and it almost fit perfectly right there, you almost got perfection, pretty much, in my opinion. It's different, but I like it. The more I listen to it, the more I'll appreciate it. We're getting to that slow, emotional vibe. Is this setting us up for Summit Part 2? This song's so good it crashed my Google Chrome. Nice. It's different, man, but the way it peacefully went out right there was so nice. I'm gonna want to listen to that one again. That one's gonna be one that will get better with time. I already know it. The last song, 3 minutes and 45 seconds to round out the whole thing. It's been a 10 out of 10 so far, besides for one or two songs. Here we go. 1.5. Honestly, I think it transitioned so seamlessly. He could have gotten away with doing a Justin Timberlake thing on the 2020 experience of having an 8-minute long song and just having Summit as one full song. But I don't mind it. I want to see where this part 2 goes, because it went for really mellow, which was my favorite part of the first part of it. So if it stays in that realm, I'm gonna like part 2 more. Very atmospheric. It says explicit though, so we might get some vocals here. Imagine just like laying in bed, looking at the ceiling at night, or looking up at the night sky. That's what I picture listening to this. I don't even know what he's saying, but it doesn't matter. I'm just vibing. I love Quadeca when he ends his albums, just because they're always like super just vibey. These days actually had like an actual like more what is it? It was more of an actual like lyrically, but he's going like this, I'm gonna burst into tears, Trey said. But like this is definitely going on like my night playlist of just vibing or like falling asleep to, for sure. If you really think about a mountain summit, though, and just looking out into the distance, if you've ever been on top of a mountain, you get those vibes.
Samotność, którą wybiera sam z własnej woli, nie traktuje jako coś złego. Jest to po prostu zaakceptowane. To jest ten moment, w którym można być tam i się cieszyć nawet tą samotnością. A tym bardziej cieszyć się również powrotem do ludzi.
What is this? Lost in Translation by Logic? I want to know what that means now. What the heck? That's how it ends. Wow. I want to know what that means at the end. Somebody's going to have to interpret that. I'm going to have to watch so many videos to find out what that means. Oh, man. Okay. So, I guess we should round up our thoughts then here. It was exactly what I predicted. It ended very beautifully. Just over... Even during the day, dude. Like, just like a snowy summit or like a starry night. I'm so happy I live in Colorado because I'm going to get the opportunity to listen to this album where he kind of intended it to be vibed with, because I can just go up into the mountains if I want to. But it's a different language, so... Because Logic did the same thing with, like, Lost in Translation on, what's the... Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. But, wow. Dude, this album is a 10 out of 10, but it's just got that one... the couple bad spots with the features. That's all I can say. The two first interludes are forgettable and just kind of like ambience, but it's not bad. It just kind of brings continuity between the whole album. The last interlude was one of my favorite songs. The Swallow the Key interlude was one of my favorite songs on it. Candles on Fire is probably like one of the most hype ones, other than like Where'd You Go and some of the featured ones, I guess. But yeah, blown away. Definitely better than Voice Memos. He's definitely improving in every aspect of his musical choice. Like Voice Memos here, a lot shorter. You can tell that I kind of like fell out of listening to some of the tracks on it. But like one song, like this song, we're just going to listen to it quick just because I want to kind of compare. It's like one of the better songs on it, and it's an interlude. Just to see the difference in the vocals, because he definitely uses his vocals here.
Nowhere left to run. Looking in your eyes like the sun. Wondering if you will be the one.
I still love this song too.
Yeah. I'm a murderer of memories, trying to turn life to a dream I can't remember. Just trying to turn life to a dream I can't remember. But I hope they don't forget me. Oh, I just took another one. I'm trying to turn my life into a dream that fades deep in the mist, till I don't know if it even exists. Personality been evenly split, I feel a deeper abyss that adds a constant gravity to my feelings of bliss. And the harder I run, that's the closer they get. They still following me up and over the steps, frozen and met with words that can't get over my chest. But this heart still beats despite how broken it gets. Yeah. Tell you how I feel all along. All the monsters in my dream, they were real all along. They were real. Despite everything you told me, they were real, yeah. Nowhere left to run. Looking in your eyes like the sun. Wondering if you're gonna be the one. Wondering if you're gonna be the one. The one. Yeah. I'm a murderer of memories, trying to turn life to a dream I can't remember. Please, trying to turn life to a dream I can't remember. But I hope they don't forget me.
So yeah, that's one of the better parts of Voice Memos. But I was just trying to say, like, you can see the improvement and just everything about it. But yeah, so rounding it up, just the features. That's the only gripe I have about this album as a whole. We hit 270. Let's go, man. Yeah, this is different. You guys would have to let me know if you guys want to me to react to stuff more, either on this channel or like maybe start up a new channel of like reaction videos and stuff, because reacting isn't necessarily hard to edit or anything. It's just like being charismatic, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna listen to this again through. I'm gonna pick some of the songs that I think will fit the vibe of the stream, so you guys will hear some of these songs on the streams and maybe even videos. And that's pretty much all I have. I'm blown away by most of this, but I just wanted to say, great job. Quadeca is easily becoming one of my favorite artists, and it's almost like there's nothing that made me like listening to this whole thing and like making me feel like I want to make music now. Just because he's kind of got that, like, just whatever. But like, wow. I'll definitely be listening to this album for a long time and figuring out my favorite songs from it. But I appreciate all you guys that came out and hung out and just kind of you know, like listen to the music with me, and had a good time. So you guys would have to let me know if that's something that you guys like to see from me. But it's a little bit different, but thank you all for sticking around, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.